Dictatorship is a form of government where the interests of the mass of the people are virtually worthless, and only the dictator and the comprador around the dictator decide what happens. And even the best dictator, his period has to end in tears. Unfortunately, most dictators are not the best, but the worst.
Dictatorship means a system of government that's controlled by someone telling you what to do, i.e. Limited civil liberties, and the concept terrifies me.
No constitution, no freedom of speech, no liberty.
Dictatorship means to me one person telling a group of people, however large that may be, how to act or think, and I mean, there's obviously lots of examples of it in history and examples of it now, and
any contemporary examples?
Contemporary examples, I would guess. Our government does a pretty good job of it, not listening to people. They're quite good at that.
It means having no control, or living in a place where you have no control or voice as to how you're governed.
Well, the first thing that springs to mind is someone like Robert Mugabe. I mean, a dictator is a ruler who is not effectively restricted by a constitution, laws, or recognised opposition. And, I mean, obviously it has very negative connotations, but as I said, someone like Robert Mugabe springs to mind.
Being told what to do without any recourse to have a say in things, really.
No accountability of the people who are leading us.
Yeah, so like, for instance, if the government takes a decision and you have no kind of like chance of answering back or anything, much like the Iraq War, perhaps. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think dictatorship, if you said it to most people, would be quite sort of, it would be sort of quite a nasty way. It's got quite a negative connotation to it, and I think we'd all quite like to think that we live in a very free society, this, that and the other, but I think there's a massive element of dictatorship amongst the world that we live in, more than people kind of realise. And I see to a certain extent that, you know, people have to kind of be slightly protected from themselves, but I think there's a massive difference from what people think living in a dictatorship is, and when they think about like dictators of the past or what things now, I think they'd be probably surprised at some of the similarities between the way things were run and how they imagine things would be run.
Dictatorship to me means being told what to think, and it isn't just being told how to act, because you need that as a fundamental social contract, but being told what to think about stuff is my feeling of dictatorship.
Is that a live issue, do you think, for the UK, for the contemporary UK?
No, not at all. I think there's an awful lot of free thinking, and I think the way technology is moving, it's an awful lot easier to get your thoughts out to other people than ever before, and I think that's scaring an awful lot of people in power, but it seems to me a very healthy thing to do.
What does it mean? I suppose it means one person telling everyone else what to do, and as someone personally that doesn't like being told what to do, it means something bad. Well, I do.